Go, Power Rangers!
Let's go! Could you hurry up?
This is Dan! Welcome, Dan, from Time Force! And then Deborah! Come on in! Come on this way! Alright!
I love it. We have an awesome MC.
And this guy. That's kind of freaky over here. How do you feel about that?
Jason will be attending on Kill
You see, it's like this. I'm one of the only people that can give myself a little head.
He's here on my face. Alright, next! Who's next? Who's next? Wow, so I told you I am Jason and Erin. And, damn, I always put everyone. Kevin.
Oh look, it's Paul!
Hopefully Erin's not too far behind.
That's true.
We're working on it.
All right, let's keep singing then. We were singing.
What are we singing?
I wanna be the best. No one All right, then I told, see, I got a karaoke question, now I told you I hate it, but I think I really love it now.
No!
I know, that's what I do. I fake it till you make it, guys. Fake it till you make it. All right, what's next?
Who's next?
I'm thorough. I'm just going to sit here and watch you. You're entertaining.
Go, Power Rangers!
I like that very much.
And here's the rest of Time Force. Thank you all. I've had a great time with y'all. I'm glad we had this talk, and I'll get out of the hits. They hate me so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ciara!
Well, now I'm jealous.
Honey, I took off the panel. I don't know where y'all were. Pokemon.
Thank you for entertaining us.
You're welcome.
Hi, guys.
Hello,
Hi,
this is Time
everybody.
Force. Thank
No,
you
don't
for
get
coming.
Vernon.
Take any questions here?
Guys, thank you so much for being here. Look at you all. Hi.
Before we start,
Oh, shoot.
as this is our 15th year anniversary, I would just like to say it cost them a lot of money to convince me to be with this pack for 15 years. Now just kidding, there is a little thing we do which I'm going to teach you before we start. And it's called Rancid Forever. And it goes like this. Every time they piss you off, just stand up and go, Rancid Forever. That pisses them off even more. So, let me hear you. Everybody. One. Seriously? On the count of 3.
Lukewarm.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I'm going, I'm happy.
Alright guys, first off, thank you for coming. I know all these guys are excited to see you. But one question, 15 years. What's that? Did you expect all this 15 years? 15 years ago? Because this is what, your third convention that all 6 of you have been at together?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often, so this is a treat. Houston?
Four.
First time here.
Oh, we see each other all the time.
Yeah.
That's just boring old crap.
Yeah, no, it's, you know what's funny about that, Quentin, is I think our relationships in this group has gotten stronger over the years, which is a huge testament to, I mean, people ask that, when we do these events, are you still close with the cast? I'm like, these guys are legitimately brothers and sisters to me. So it's gotten stronger over the years, so it's been a really cool experience, and I don't think it's something you can ever really match for any of the shows we've been on.
Jason? See
what I mean? This is the third time today he's asked this. I'm going through a lot of hard times right now.
Can we take turns driving your Maserati?
They didn't have cream, they only had white. It's a shame.
But guys, if you have a question, just raise your hand. I'll come meet you with the mic. Well, this young lady.
What is your favorite mythological creature?
Ooh, where are you from?
What is your favorite mythological creature?
Where are you from?
Illinois originally, now.
Cerebus.
Cerebus, good answer.
I don't like that Dan gave an answer so quick. I gotta look this up.
Are you talking about on our show?
No.
Just in general.
Faunt picked one for me.
A flying unicorn Pegasus, because they have all the things.
Mine was Balthazar on Neverending Story.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Flying dog. I mean, I don't know, it just like really changed my life as a kid.
That's mine too!
I know, was it Falcor? Okay, sorry, I knew it was something like a Falcor. That's what, yeah, Falcor. Thank you, I was trying to think of the name. And then the horse was... Atreyu. Right? No, wait, no, Atreyu was an horse.
He was the boy.
Okay.
The horse was a trap.
Certain, yeah. Look, we're all back here.
Mine's the hippogriff. It's a winged eagle lion. And it looks tough. I found that on Google.
Mine is Vernon Wells.
Wells. Winner!
Who's got a question? I saw one guy over in the blue.
Because he was a bad mother person.
Shut your mouth!
In Power Rangers Time Force, which was the most favorite episode to film?
Mine.
The birds from Finding Nemo. Mine.
I think all of ours is the movie Madness. We've answered this several times, but yeah, that was by far our favorite episode. We all got to be our different characters. The mind is cool.
It's a Vernon sighting.
Yeah, I know. I had two. One was definitely the movie Magic, which was a lot of fun because I got to chase them all over the studio. But the one that I liked the best, simply because I think it's never been done before, was the backstory to Ransig. When I was walking through the rain and stopped at the puddle and did that whole big scream when I saw my face, I thought that was, for a kid's show, was pretty damn good.
Definitely. I'm going to say, you've answered this a lot with Movie Madness, but I'm also going to say that the first episode, because that was the beginning of all this.
Yeah.
Definitely not my favorite.
I'm actually having flashbacks because it's so cold up here right now. We were cold when we were shooting that late night. It was like 5 in the morning at this the water facility, and it was so cold. It was like our first time encountering filming like this, especially for me. And we're so cold, and there's like that shot with me me, Debbie, and Kevin, our reaction shot, and we're like, and we're like trying to act. So I'm like really cold. I'm like reliving it right now.
The reason Mikey says that it was his first time experiencing that is because we had to wait for him to turn 18 to start filming it.
That's right. And for other things.
Actually, I think one of the funnest ones we did was near to the last one, when we shot it on the beach, and it was when Erin was saying goodbye, and halfway through the shoot, Erin turned around and went, "Whales!" There's all these whales going by, and all of you were standing there going, "Ah!" So we sort of went from filming what we were filming to watching whales.
And then we told Vernon to get out of the water. Those aren't barnacles, that's Vernon.
We got a question over here.
How's everybody doing? I hope. It was cool. So I love Time Force so much that it was just so great that after anything that came after that, I was like, it's not Time Force, I'm good. That's how much I love Time Force.
Yeah.
So my question to you all is like, first of all, I'm shocked that I'm just seeing all of you in one room together. That's such awesome, amazing. Touches my heart right here. Thank you.
Thank you.
My question is, as far,
Listen, I noticed that you're wearing both morphers there.
I am.
And it reminds me of a picture that Wardrobe gave me of Jason Faunt wearing both morphers. They took a Polaroid of him like this. And said, this is from Jason Faunt.
I will take a picture like that. You gotta take a picture. I won't post it. I won't tag you in it, but I'll block you out or whatever. Okay. Cool.
Because he was saying, for the kids out there, he was saying he was number 1. Number
11.
You're number 11.
What was your favorite monster of the week that you...
Vernon.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Rangers!
You know which one I like? The one that the Love Struck Rangers one. Remember the girl?
Yeah.
That turned us against each other. That was a good one.
Yeah,
I
that
forgot
was
the
good.
name of it. What was the?
Contentra.
Yeah. Which was my favorite moment. Remember that moment? Yeah.
When we got the water.
Contentra was our name.
Huh?
Contentra.
Yes, that's right. Yep, that one.
All right, question over here.
Hello.
Andrew.
As we've already heard in the panel, and pretty much like whenever you see people talking about, you know, like people's favorite series of all time, like best Ranger teams of all time, Time Force always seems to be at least in the equation, if not people's favorite series of Power Rangers ever. What do you think it is that's sort of made Time Force so kind of consistently beloved through the years with
Love.
fans?
Me.
The sentimental answer is really just love and compassion, because I think for all of us, we all were instantly connected to each other, and like you said, brothers and sisters, and we've remained like that. I mean, we've all done different shows, and I can speak for myself. I've never connected, and still I never keep in contact with the other actors I've ever worked with other than this cast. So it's chemistry, you know, like when you meet that one that you're gonna marry, and it's kind of like that, you know, it's literally like that. Like we were that. So we've all gotten married. So yeah, no, it's definitely like the love for each other.
Aside from the rainbows and unicorns over here, I thought it was the talent.
I want to say gratitude. We were all so green, no pun intended, but like we were so new at this, and we were so grateful to, like, especially this one here, the love every day, every morning. Good morning, everyone. I mean, to everyone. Everyone was family. Like anybody who came on our show, whether you were an extra or you were catering, or they all got hugs from us, especially this one here. And it's just the gratitude. So I think that showed throughout the whole season, to be quite honest. And it's just, you know,
And we got really lucky to tell really good stories. By the way, Andrew, I think, came the farthest. He came from Scotland. So, like...
Andrew, next time we're going to come to you. Come to Scotland on the show.
Yeah, deal. But yeah, I think we got lucky to tell great stories. I mean, think about all the stories we got to tell. They were so adult in theme. And I think that's part of it, too, you know.
Yeah.
That.
And to piggyback on that, what Dan said, our particular season, I mean, they were really careful about how they cast, and our season was all about not action or fighting. I mean, a lot of times that was the audition process earlier on, was let me see your moves.
Yeah, like this, for instance. It's lightning in a bottle.
Lightning in a bottle. But they were very careful with the casting process. They wanted to really focus on really good actors, and when we got on there, we got people like Vernon and Eddie Albert, and Vernon was coming off of major motion pictures, right, as you guys all know, and they brought in some great talent, and I think that really helped to help that season, because they were so big on character depth and what they were doing.
Wait, speaking of Vernon Wells, guys, Vernon just completed his 204th film. That's like 18 actors. That's like 40. That's like 200 actors per year.
Yeah.
Yeah, boring.
Pretty much got the whole alphabet. He's done A movies, B movies, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
You know what, I got a question for Vernon. He's done 204 films with major stars.
Yeah.
How does this, honestly, line up to what you've done? I mean, how does it line up?
You know, that's really funny, because when I got asked to audition for the show, I walked into a room of probably 25, 30 people that I had seen on television and seen in things, and I thought, what the hell am I doing here? You know, all these people. So I went in to do the audition, and sitting behind a table was a gentleman by the name of Koichi, whom I had just finished a film with, and I went, now I know why I'm here. But it didn't make a lot of difference. I thought I had no hope, and then I left. And I was working in Las Vegas at the time, Las Vegas, doing a show. And I got a phone call to come back for a second audition. And I went back, and there was only like 10 people in the room, and me. And they were all big-time television actors. So I was starting to think, this has got to be something about this bloody show if all these really big-time TV actors want to be in it. Did my audition, left, and then I got asked if I'd come back because the executive producer had the flu, remember that? Or you might not have gone through it, I did. He had the flu and hadn't been at any of the auditions, so I had to come back and do an audition for the executive producer. Huh? Yeah, Jonathan. And then, lo and behold, they rang me and said, come in and do a wardrobe fitting because you've got it. I didn't know what to expect, seriously. It was a kid's show as far as I was concerned. I thought it would be a lot of fun. What I got was just the most amazing group of people to work with. Then they were right when they said that usually you do a film and you leave and you always say the same thing. We gotta have lunch, we gotta have, I'll bring you, yeah. You don't see them ever again. On this, we have never been apart since we did the show. We all know each other. Erin comes to my house for dinner. He looks after our money. He's a pain in our bum, and the rest of us be at these conventions, and we all still, when we see each other, we're all genuinely happy to see each other. And as for the series, I loved it because the scripts, as Erin said, was so adult. They wrote some amazing stuff for me, which I thought was just brilliant. Mostly because my character was never in the series. It was written as an individual character. So they had all this leeway to write great scripts for everybody, which I think was just so cool. And I loved it. Had the best time of my life for 12 months, kicking their asses. And working with them, because the great thing about working with these guys was it always became a peeing competition. Who can pee up the wall the highest? We're going to show that son of a... I loved it. I really did. I had so much fun.
Just to clarify, when they say adult, they mean dramatic tension, not...
Well, there was that one time.
All right, question back here.
Oh, I give up.
we all know that like certain casts are like close with each other. Is there another season or another ranger from a particular season that you're close with?
Yeah.
Like,
About the convention.
like Ciara close or?
Close with so many over the last few years doing conventions. I mean, I can say Nakia, Kat, and Karen have become 3 of my dearest girlfriends. Like when I was going to get married to Paul, they threw me a little bachelorette, just the 3 of them. Like they're just amazing. So we've formed some really close friendships.
Nah.
I mean, I still think we're the closest, obviously, because we're like family. But I've gotten to know all the other Rangers, and it's been cool. You know, we hang out at conventions. Blue Crew, of course, you know. Shout out to Blake Foster, because you know he's definitely the party. But he makes us all do bad things. But that's why we love Blake. But it's been great getting to know everybody, and yeah, I have pictures of us actually when me and Blake when Blake was only like 12. You know what I'm saying? The picture of me and Erin and Blake. It's just crazy to see that and then see where he is now, and yeah, it's been cool getting to know everyone. Especially I watched them. You know, we watched them as kids growing up. So a funny story. I drew a picture of the Power Rangers when I was 11 for my brother for his birthday, and ended up becoming a Power Ranger. So my brother still has that with my little autograph when I was 11. It's hanging up in his, you know, his bedroom, and everyone always asks, "Why you got a Power Ranger?" He's like, "My brother drew that, and then he actually became a Power Ranger." So it was pretty cool.
I got my little guy ready to ask a question.
If you guys could be any different color, what would you be?
Oh. I also just have a question for you. Can I?
Drizzy Drake.
Look at that, buddy.
He's finally lost his marbles. What's happening?
Wake up!
I didn't want you to miss it.
Hey, give it up for Drake in the house.
Oh yeah, that we can be any range. Oh, any different color.
Oh, color.
I'd hang on to your son there because these two.
Black.
That's my answer.
Filipino. What are we doing here? That's a Filipino.
White Ranger.
Actually, I think I'd like to be red because I kick their asses so often. I feel obliged to be a Red Ranger.
I gotta say pink.
I just.
Thanks.
Like, no, but really pink.
Alright, is there any scene or episode that you wish you could have reshot in your season?
27 of them?
Yes. I mean, now looking back as an actor, I wish I could do all of them. I was telling people, my first line was when we walk in the clock tower, and I have to look at the place and I go, "What is this place?" And I think I did like 20 takes. I literally would walk up to the line and go, hit my mark and go, cut. Michael, I was like, what is this place? What is this place, Michael? What is this place? So, I never, took drama in school, so it was like a new thing for me. And but as I became an actor, I look back and I wish I could reshoot everything. Everything.
Over here.
We won't mind.
guys.
Oh, over there.
All right, this is an opinion question for you guys. By the year 3000, if Power Rangers is still remembered and it's the 1000th anniversary of Time Force, in your opinion, how do you think that they would celebrate it?
Definitely would be like a big techno concert.
Techno?
Like an EDM show with a bunch of Power Rangers dancing around.
I think
Very
they would look
tribal.
back and go, and then they had these peculiar shows where these people wore these plastic buckets.
Carry these weird paddles. They spanked each other.
This looks like something out of a Power Ranger prop house.
Back over this way.
This cast obviously has some big personalities. Can you guys agree on who has the biggest ego?
So did you say Dan or ego?
Vernon Wells.
Vernon Wells? Vernon Wells? That's my popular.
No, definitely.
I had no ego. It's just that I was better than all of them.
He's the funniest about his ego, though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sick forever.
These are the Vernon Wells.
Vernon Wales.
My name is Favor. My question is, with the premise being, you know, officers from the year 3000 traveling back to 2001, which is your favorite time era? Which one would you travel to for a day, and why?
Oh, very good.
Good question. Oh my gosh. Okay, can I? I would have to go back to, I think it was the 60s when JFK was shot, because I think that's when America really went down the tube. So I would want to experience that. I want to dress just like Jackie O and then save JFK.
I answered this before, 2001, because we could do this all over again.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite time. I know.
Yeah, I actually was going to say the same thing.
Oh yeah.
And I actually was in Dallas recently and went to that. Have you ever been to that?
Yeah.
It's a very period of time in our country for sure, but that, or I think it might be cool to go back and see what happened to the dinosaurs. If I really had a choice.
Jurassic Park.
I would go back to Prohibition, buy up all the warehouses, buy up all the equipment, and wait for it to end, and be a billionaire. If I didn't drink all the water.
I would like to go back to probably before the Sumerian age and just see like, before Egypt, and just see like what was actually going on in that time period, because there's the pyramids interest me so much, and like that it's the ancient cuneiform, and like really what was going on, what was said, what was believed, and all this stuff always blows my mind. So I'm like a geek when it comes to that. I search all night long stuff of ancient Egypt and the Sumerians and stuff like that. So I'm really into that type of stuff.
No. I would go back before oil was discovered and buy up all the elephants. That might be a billionaire. I wouldn't be able to drink the product.
Actually, I'd like to go back to Viking times, wear my Wes outfit, and be a god!
So one day I was like, do you have our audition tapes? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, can I get a copy of this? And she was like, sure, Michael. She's so sweet. If you ever know Iris Hampton, I think that's why every Ranger is awesome, because she's awesome and she casts literally people she connects with. And she's really awesome. So, yeah, it's really cool. It's like, all of us are like, hey, Dad, did you see? I helped save those people. No, Dad, it wasn't performance. I felt like in my life, I had it finally had a purpose. That was the guy's audition.
That was the line?
Yeah, that never had a purpose. And then he was like, no Wes. And it was we all did the Wes audition.
Well, we all did do the West audition.
Yeah, we did the Wes audition. And he's like, no Wes. And it was a scene where Wes finally breaks apart from his father and finally goes against his journey. and then the girls' audition was the one where Erin's character, Jen, was gonna definitely go, it's right after the Alex that she's gonna go revenge Alex's death. I think that's what it was. I have to watch it again, but yeah, I have that. So maybe we'll add that to some special edition. Maybe at the movie when I'm done producing it.
You guys had an audition for this? I just...
How are you, Denise?
Oh, jeez. He was praying for the part. He was praying for the part.
Obviously.
Well, what's your question?
My question is, what was it like on set each day?
You're looking at it.
Try doing serious scenes while Jason Faunt is caressing your lower back. As if he's wanting to give a massage, but he's not quite touching your back to massage you. And you're trying to stay serious.
Jason Michael will always touch it.
Yeah, we do scenes where we come around the corner, and we talk about it all the time, where we come around the corner and you have to come out around the corner all heroic, and we come around, we do a take where we come out holding hands, and like, cut, guys.
There was one time
we can't hold hands.
We came around one time with our boxers on.
That's right, we stripped down and we did it.
We stripped down our pants and we came out around our boxers. And it was like, Koichi was like, okay, guys, come on. Like, serious. No one really laughed, but I'm glad you guys are.
Do you remember, like, towards as the season went on, we just got more and more tired because we were doing such long hours and we would just fall asleep. Like, literally, if there was 30 seconds, we would just be like, great, okay, we're ready.
Do you remember that time that we had to act like we were sleeping because we were sick in those cots?
Yeah.
And I really fell asleep. We really not fell asleep when we had a little kissing lip on our face. I fell asleep for like a good hour. They're like, Michael, it's lunchtime. Yeah, the venom
All did that. We all fell asleep at some point.
There was a scene where I was next to you.
When I was beat up.
You were beat up and I was next to you.
And I just...
And you were bedside for me once too. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And then our dressing rooms, or like when we were on location, like the trailers, we would open them up. Remember, like we would share. We would just open it up and just like, you know, okay, that's like off, you know, screen and just.
You had a trailer.
Then we Vernon wait in his car.
Just honk the horn for when we need you on set.
Okay. What was it like teaming up with the Wild Force Rangers?
Well, I mean, personally, I got to wear that leather outfit. It was really fun.
That was really cool.
That was really awesome because we had been off the show for a while, so to come back was awesome. But one thing some of you might know, I had shared in an interview a while ago, that was such an emotionally traumatizing experience for me because I had just put my dog to sleep that day. And I had to like go, and I'm like, I'm happy to see my family again. And it's like, I had to put my dog down. And it was just, it's kind of a blur, to be quite honest, but that's my memory.
What?
Debbie Downer.
What did I think of joining those little lengths? It was fine. I mean, you know, they took the only villain they ever had and made him into a good guy. What the hell? But somewhere deep inside, he had a secret. No, we'll never get to them. No, it was fun. It was good. It was cool. I got to wear this. Oh no, I'm wearing it tomorrow. I got to wear the shirt I'm wearing tomorrow. Yeah, I brought it with me.
I think it's kind of cool too, because symbolically, in real life, it's a passive baton to the next actors, as it is on the show. It's kind of an emotional experience that way too. It's kind of cool. You're like, you went through that year. You got your little gossip stories. You say, hey, you warned him about so and so on set, the crew. You know, you kind of think like, hey, watch out for the, you know. And then people are like, oh, okay. Because it's the same thing that, you know, you're so excited. So new ones are so excited. But like anything in life, there's like pros and cons to everything. So it's kind of like that fun pass of the baton. So maybe that's cool information for you to know.
Yeah, okay.
Would you use those audition tapes you have with the other cast members to blackmail them?
I like the way you think. You want to work for my company? You're hired.
Little cherub face.
You know, I am looking for a partner. Yeah, I'd like to win you three.
I'm thinking about that now. Here we go, Instagram.
The guys don't seem too worried. I'm not sure that would affect my career much.
Hey guys, hey, who would you say kicked Jason's butt more, Rancic or Jen?
Jen.
I think I did a fair amount of kicking his.
I think someone's drinking in the back there.
I think it was about even.
Let's have a follow-up to that question. Who do you think was the real leader of the Time Force group?
Alex.
Alex.
Thank you guys very much.
Rancic. Now, Rancic was the total leader of the Power Rangers. Okay? They just didn't want to admit it. There's a little child in the front row.
I was wondering if Rancic's costume was based on Mad Max. It looks very Mad Max.
Rancic's costume was based on how to make Vernon suffer every day he was on set in the most inordinate ways. Couldn't go to the toilet, couldn't turn through doorways. It was a pain in my... But I'm not sure. I think the...
I think I heard the director say.
I think the wardrobe lady had a fetish with, you know, chains and leather and tying people up somehow.
It's like safety reasons. For safety reasons, she tied him up.
Like if Mad Max and Freddy Krueger had a baby.
Vernon, and then they base the outfit.
And then they would still dip it in where the Joker fell. And then... No, stop there.
But they did do a Mad Max reprisal on the movie Madness, though.
That's right.
That was great outfit. Minus your non-backless chaps. Mad Max movie.
Thank you, Jason. That's...
As chaps are. They're also frontless. There go crotchless. For breathing.
Natural air conditioning.
We got some over here.
Anybody got a real question?
This is a question for Dan Southworth.
Oh.
Thanks again, everybody.
Yeah, but my name's Anthony, and I hear like you're really big, not really big, but like a stunt performer, and you did all your stunts on Power Rangers.
Not all of them, but a lot of them.
And I hear at one point you even worked with Jackie Chan, and you did like a lot of stuff like that. So my question is, can you give us some insight into that experience as far as, you know, just being a stunt performer in general? Like, what's it like?
It hurts.
I was amazed actually at being a kid. I don't think I've ever really expressed it to Dan, but when I was 18 watching him do those flips and stuff, I was like, whoa. I'm from like a little town in Virginia, so I've never seen anyone do what he was doing. So I was just like, what the heck? He would do these like spinning sideways.
Yeah, dude. Spinning sideways.
Spinning sideways. It's really cool. Spinning sideways.
Okay, so we're gonna put this choreography together. You're gonna compare it to the spin kick, to this punch this guy, and then spinning sideways thing. Come on, let's go. I got a chance to work with one of Jackie Chan's choreographers right before I booked the role on the show. And I went off and did stunts because I figured I would try to follow in perhaps Jackie Chan's footsteps. Far from it, I ended up, but I got a little taste. It was fun. It's very physically demanding career field. And I'm lucky to have made the transition from that into acting.
When are you going to do that?
Time Horse is one of my favorite Power Rangers series. And my question is, if you could play another superhero, DC Comics, Marvel, anything, what superhero would you want to play?
I am Iron Man.
Yoda, Yoda, Yoda.
Yeah. Wonder Woman.
Yeah! You'd be perfect for that role.
Or Supergirl.
Yeah, Superman for me. Superman for me. I've always been a big Superman fan.
I think I'd like to play Loki.
Superman.
Yes. You can fight Jason.
Hey guys, what's going on? If you could be any video game character, who would be and why?
Jin Kazama, I wanted to be him, and I was so close to, I was like a big Tekken fan. And then they ended up going with the other guy, but I was like, I had a strong... Jin from Tekken.
That's interesting because I voice a lot of video games. I think if I had to choose one that I'd like to be, I did the voice for the little robot car in Transformers, the evil one, who was always saying, I don't think we should go in there, that sounds like a good idea, but if we go, we're going to get, oh damn it. I think I'd like to be him because he was a little beetle bug thing, and he was fun.
I'd say Leanne Kennedy from Resident Evil. I think I did that.
Actually, man, you remember Toe Jam and Earl? I would love to be either Toe Jam or Earl. I loved that game when I was a kid. They had the best adventures.
Okay, I got a real question.
Now we have a question.
I have a real question. Faunt. Pay attention, sir. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's exactly the way you handle it.
Conviction. Jason. Now, when you played Alex, the way you did Alex and the way you did Wes was completely different. I literally didn't know that they were you. So how would you say that as an actor you went into approaching Alex, or was it directly on the paper to say this is how you're going to play Alex and this is how you're going to play Wes? Wes.
Yeah, you know, when they did the audition, they had the scene that Michael has taped, and it was the same scene, and they said for this role here, I didn't know. They said you're going to play two different characters. We want to see you come in and do it one way. And the director was no, Japanese. His English was really tough, so it was through a translator. Yeah. And so they said we want you to come in the one way and be very, very playful and outgoing, you know, and then we want you to come in and be very militaristic, you know, very, very straightforward. They want to see two completely contrasting auditions. So they had me come in and they did it with Wes, and then they gave me a few minutes, and then they came in and did it the same piece as Alex. So they just wanted to see how I could play with two different characters. So it was good. Wes is pretty close to who I am in real life, minus the wealthy family.
You got a Maserati though.
Well,
go let that go.
That was my word, yeah. So, but Wes is very close to him in real life. So Alex was more of a challenge for me because he was just the way that they wanted to be portrayed. But that was the audition. They want to see, let me just see what you can do. We want two opposite sides of the spectrum and go. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun playing with that. Thank you. Thank you.
That's all right.
All right, over here.
How do you feel like getting a reappearance in Super Megaforce?
I guess that's really good.
You know what? It was awesome to be there, and I know that they would have loved to have had all of us there. The producers loved our season. Just with schedules, it kind of conflicted with that, so everyone would have been there if they could have. But it was really cool to be one of the 10 they brought out to New Zealand to film it. And they had a lot of the same crew and directors from when we were there, so it was kind of like a reunion of sorts. But it was, anytime you get to go back to that show and be a part of it, it's always an honor, so I jumped at the chance. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, this question's for Erin and Jason. What was your favorite moment in the scene between Jennifer and Wes?
I can tell you a funny one, and then I'll tell you a good one. The funny one is in the very first episode when you think Alex died. Erin is one of the most talented actresses I've ever seen, because when it's an emotional scene, she can bring tears like someone's literally twisting her arm, right? So it's quite amazing what she can do from an emotional level.
Sure, her husband knows that as well, right?
Yeah, and she's never crying, Paulie. I kind of wonder.
I would, you know.
Yeah. So, but in the first scene when Alex died, she was crying, and she had a thing of that started to come down. And I remember it later. And there's a picture of him, and he was right there. It was going down like this. It was staying. And I remember. It was like going this far down.
And I was just sorry, I didn't want to stop the take, so I'm like,
but the good one, the memorable one, is the very end when we all say goodbye was very emotional for all of us because we were really saying goodbye.
Well, I was watching the Vernon whales, but
yeah. But I think that was such a.
Give a shit. Whales for much more.
But that moment was really good because I think that was a great point in that relationship for them, that whole goodbye scene. So that's the one I remember the most.
Yeah, same. I think when we were saying goodbye, because it was like really we were saying goodbye. We got to do it on camera, so that was cool.
No one said goodbye to me, you happy shit.
I saw some. Who's saying? Okay. I knew I saw somebody something.
Hello guys. My question is for you is like, what will happen if the Time Force Rangers came up against Bennett from Commando?
Came up against who? What?
Bennett from Commando.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. Against Bennett from Commando. Okay.
No contest.
Let out some steam, Bennett.
It'd be the same thing as Rancid without the mask. It'd look like.
Wait, you wore a mask?
I hope you're listening to this, Paul.
You set him up. You're like, don't knock him down, don't knock him down. I had to.
Over here.
Alright guys, you guys are awesome, just wanted to say that, and this is a question for all of you, so Kevin, answer it, you haven't been talking much. Obviously all Power Rangers have their poses and catchphrases. How long did it take you to get the pose right when you morph and to remember Time Force? Like how long did that
One
take?
take for me, thank you.
There's your ego answer right there.
The real answer is they still can't get it right.
I'll tell you what, that was hard though, because we had to get that right when we did it, so it did take a lot of takes. Everything had to be done, you know. Yeah, so it took a long time.
It's kind of like mixing martial arts and being an NSYNC boy band.
What are you guys doing now?
Thank God I was in the front of the apex. I was in the front of the apex as the leader, so I didn't have to worry about this.
Like the Mighty Duck beat.
So I had two questions, or one's a question and one's another just blah. So what would it be like, because they're doing DC versus Justice League, what if you guys were on Legends of Tomorrow? That'd be awesome to me. And then also, what's the funniest prank y'all did on set?
Those guys on Legends, those guys don't know how to move. No contest.
I mean, I don't know if it was the funniest moment, and I always talk about it. There was a whoopee cushion that just wouldn't die on set for like a year. It just would be do you guys remember that? Everywhere. Everywhere. So I always loved that, that whoopee cushion.
Hello. Who would you say messed up most while filming on set?
Debbie? I'm just teasing. I never pick on you, Debbie. It was...
Yes! We were roommates. Did you guys know that? We were roommates.
Yeah, Kevin's our son. Blue and yellow, make green. I'm so proud of you, boy.
I see the resemblance.
Just kidding.
My question's for what was it like? It's kind of random, but what was it like having like the green hair? Just like curious.
He hated it.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was a lot of sitting in the makeup chair for a good amount of time. And,
The gym was the hard part.
Oh yeah. So, and I'd always fall asleep on the makeup in the makeup chair, and they'd like have to hold my head up because I'm like, my head was like, they had like 2 people. One person to hold my head up, the other person to do everything else.
You guys are so quiet.
So with all those odd jobs you guys did, you couldn't buy new pairs of clothes?
Times were tough, yeah, times were tough.
I like Mike in the cold jacket.
Yeah. I know, I do wish, because they said, yeah, we're going to give you your wardrobe after we're done. I'm like, no. I've worn this thing every day. I mean, we had like 4 or 5 different a bunch of different same thing, but I've worn this same red button-down, white tank top for a year now. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
And of course, Wild Force comes along and they're all wearing diesel and high fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vernon was not happy taking his wardrobe home with him.
I have mine.
I have mine
I have
too.
my pink shirt and my flat skirt, yeah.
I have mine.
I tried it on the other day, just to see if it still fit. It does.
Yeah. Mine doesn't fit at all. Like I look like one of those older Rangers. Like I should have a cigarette or something. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I used to be a Power Ranger.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Where's ours? I just wear the same thing every day. A pair of stinky old leather pants. Cowboy thingies. Spikes and 26 different belts that have to be undone and done. Just boring crap.
I actually hated my shoes. I'm not going to complain because you had it bad, but I had these clogs of the running and uncoordination. Yeah, but I blame the shoes because it was like, kicking and running in flat boots,
Yeah.
Katie had to be taller because, of course, you see the helmet head, so yellow was obviously taller than green. And so we had to make me taller, so I appreciated it because they could have recasted somebody taller, so I'm grateful. But no, I would not take shoes back for anything.
Okay, this is my second question. I was wondering, what was it like working with some guest stars like Valerie Vernon and Brunette Siddle? Because I liked those 2 guest stars and they were pretty good.
Were they? We didn't work with them. Yeah.
Valerie Vernon, the Lost Galaxy Pink Ranger.
Yeah, I've actually never worked.
Brunette Siddle, the one who plays the circuit.
Oh, but yes, she was fun. I mean, basically though, she did the voice.
Yeah, the voiceover.
Yeah, we didn't really get it. Unfortunately, we didn't really get a chance to work directly with them. Wasn't it a yellow tennis ball was flying around, and that was circular?
Oh, that's right.
So the tennis ball was wonderful. It was quiet.
Best actor on the set.
Sorry.
But the other, Jason, I'm sorry, what's his name? Sean Johnson from Lightspeed and the other actors from Wild Force were great.
Yeah.
Alright, this has come down to the end. I've got one more question, and it's for this lady right here. She's been waiting patiently. And guys, I'm sorry if I couldn't get to everybody. I tried the best I could.
Guys, we will be at our tables, so you'll have questions.
So, very last question. Make it a good one.
I hope it's a good one.
So much pressure.
I don't think it's as easy as it seems because it's a question I've been poring over for. Yes.
Oh, now the pressure's on.
Miriam.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh God, now we got a love fest.
Rainbows, unicorns.
Always. Would you rather get like super-powered massage from Katie when you really need it, or get advice from Trip about the person you really shouldn't ever have trusted?
I would go with Trip all the time. Really, his mental powers to be able to, you know, prevent all those things in my life from happening. That'd be awesome. Then I would get a massage.
Okay, I'm going home. I'll see you guys.
Well, I mean, that's an easy question for me. Katie, right? My advice to myself is freeze. Naturally.
Can't stop the
Yeah, I guess I had to go Trip as well. It's always nice to get a little insight and stuff. You know, you want to know. I know. Kick down.
I kind of.
See how strong Katie was, though? My God, she was strong.
You want that?
Nearly broke your back at the last episode.
I think I needed to learn everything the way I was meant to learn it. So I think that the pain is ultimately good for us, makes us stronger. So I would want a massage. It's really gentle, actually.
I would want some massage by yourself. No, I would want some inside info. So, yeah, Trip, you know, gotta get some info.
I wouldn't want either because I knew everything anyway.
In the show he did, but not in real life.
No ego involved, just me. Actually, one little funny story that we should tell before we leave. The funniest thing I ever saw on the set was one day they had a lot of people's children on the set. And they were wandering around talking to the Rangers and doing their thing. And can you cover her ears because I don't want to upset her and her whole thing. Most of the Rangers, including the girls, were guys to do all the stunts. And they're all sitting on chairs having cigarettes with their costumes down around their waist and these kids all walked around the corner. And that was probably the funniest thing we ever saw on the set for a long time. Just the looks on their poor little faces.
We got a Japanese guy having a little cigarette break like this. It's hot, full costume's down, he's got the big bra.
That was exactly it. It was great.
Alright guys, but that's it. Thank you guys for coming.
Great fans. We just wouldn't be here without you. We love each and every one of you and are so thankful for you.
Guys, all I need to do is everyone right here just sit down for a minute. We got the photographer who needs to take a quick picture.
Okay, should we take the pizza off the table?
I doesn't care.